Congratulations on getting your OptiMizer installed. My name is Sue Wilson. Now that you've got your install, you've got it back to the barn, it's time to figure out where's the best place to put it for your horse. We've designed this product to be mounted in a corner, either the corner of a stall or corner of a shelter or even a fence line corner to maximize its safety for the horse. So there's a number of things that you need to consider before you start the mounting process. First, which would be the best corner? I suggest that you think about it from a couple of perspectives. Where does your horse like to stand? Which corner? Consider the horses on either side, for example, or the ability to look out a window or look out a door. Consider what else is in the stall, doors, water, and consider from a human practical perspective, what would be the best location for filling the OptiMizer and also for mucking the stall. Every barn is different. You're in our barn right now, which is a century-old Ontario barn. Every stall in this barn is different, and some are more challenging than others. Once you've chosen the corner, make sure that you know what you'll be mounting on, because the walls actually may be different from each other. One wall might be concrete, the other wall might be wood. And what kind of wood is it? Is it softwood? Is it hardwood? Is it a corral panel? All of these things require different considerations and different fasteners. And all of that's explained in the guidelines that we have packaged with the product, with some recommendations for different substrates. The other thing that you need to consider is what height would you like to mount the OptiMizer. You can mount it as low as the floor or as high as you feel you need to for the safety and the specific considerations for your horse. Mounting it low gives the horse an opportunity to be in a more natural eating position, but safety is absolutely critical, so you will need to decide its height based on your specific circumstances. The first thing though to note is that the OptiMizer itself is sitting on a bale of hay. We found that simply by using a bale of hay to balance it during the installation made it a lot easier and actually put it at a really good height. This is at about 34 inches, which we felt was safe and appropriate for the horse that was using this stall. This OptiMizer has actually been in this stall for about 6 months. We chose this corner because this is where the horse likes to stand, but it wasn't the easiest corner from an installation perspective. I've taken it off and I will show you what we did to install in the corner. Now, some of the challenges that we had with this corner, first of all, our barn is old. It's softwood. These are spruce. We felt we really needed to strengthen them somewhat. We also had a bump out here in the middle, which, because the OptiMizer itself is a perfect 90 degrees, this bump out wouldn't allow us to mount on both sides and be able to open and close the latch. So we put up some mounted blocks, one on each side. We made them we had some 2x10 lying around the farm, so we cut about 2 feet, one for each side, and screwed those into the wall. Checking the guidelines for the type of substrate. For this setup, we actually use 2-inch wood screws. There are 3 dimples in each position, and then you choose which position, which dimple to use, just based on what you're mounting against. So for example, if you have vertically oriented boards, you need to make sure that you're mounting, on a section of the board that's with full integrity, not in between the boards. So once we decided what we were going to do with fasteners and mounting, the next step was to pre-drill all the holes in the OptiMizer, then snugging the OptiMizer into position. And we recommend starting closest to the latch on one side or the other, and in this case, just pre-drilling one hole into the wood. Next stage is to just drill the wood screw in, not fully tight though, because we want to make sure we can move it to level. Then the next stage is to level this side and then pre-drill another hole in the furthest position, and then using the drill, we'll drill that wood screw in. Now we move over to the other side. We need to get it level. Once we get it level, then we will pre-drill the furthest hole and then the furthest screw in. So at this point you've got both sides level. All you do have to do now is pre-drill the rest of the holes and install the rest of the wood screws, and then you'll be done. So this is just one example of mounting an OptiMizer in a stall. This was a two-sided mount in a rather challenging older stall. But it's now going to be ready to use. This is where the fun begins, where you can get a half a bale of hay or so and open the OptiMizer up, fill it with hay, and delight your horse with having its hay always available, that it can graze slowly from its new pasture in a box.